Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we will be looking into what is Git and how we can work with GitHub in a simple way. So let's first discuss what is Git actually and why do we need it. So sometimes you are working on a code base where you're making changes. Okay, a lot of changes you are making. Okay, and you want to track what are the different changes you did to the source code itself. Based on the timestamp, I want to know when and what changes in particular I did. There can be another use case where there are n number of people working on same code base. Okay, a distributed team is there. Okay, I am working on suppose this file A. My another teammate is working on file B. My another teammate is working on file C. How exactly we can keep tab of each and every changes in the code base? So it is important to have any control over all these changes what people are making. Okay, I want to know what are the different changes each individual has done. Okay, and what was the time period when these changes were done, right? For all these purposes, we have one software named Git. It's a utility you need to install in your system based on the operating system you have. You will get the installer. You need to install Git on your system. Okay, you can create the repositories. You can make the code base changes altogether, and everyone can work on single code base changes, and each and every changes can be tracked very easily. So now let's quickly look into how we can get Git. Okay, for this, let's go to Google and type git scm download. The very first site is git-scm.com. Okay, from here you can get the installer for your system based on the OS you have. It can be Mac, it can be Windows, it can be Linux. Okay, it can be either your 32-bit architecture or it can be 64-bit machine as well. Okay, so I'm going to download for Windows. Okay, and we will download the 64-bit installer. Okay, so we will be installing this with the default configuration so that we can further use it. Let's see how we can do that. So you can see that the software has been downloaded on my system. I will open this. Wait for a few seconds. So I'm going to select all the default option. I'm not going to change any of the settings which we will get while installing this. I will just click on next, next, next. Okay. So we have selected all the default options and we are now installing the Git. It will take few seconds to install. Let it complete. Okay, so the installation is completed. I will be unchecking view release notes and I will select. launch Git Bash. Okay. So Git Bash is a command line interface or command line utility which you can use for making any of the commits you want to do in your code repository. Okay, and all these you can do from the command line itself. Okay, whereas we also have GUI based utilities which we will be looking into later discussion, but we will be also seeing how exactly we can use the git bash as well to make all those changes.